Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and discuss a very important chapter of your syllabus which is direct and inverse proportions, and in that class we clear the concept of direct and inverse proportions, and we also take and solve some important questions of your NCERT exercise based on direct and inverse proportions. Now in today's class we also take and discuss some important concept related to direct and indirect proportion, and we take and solve some important questions based on inverse proportion. First we clear the concept of inverse proportion. Dear students, if two quantities are there, x and y, and we write a relation x proportional to 1 upon y, then this is said to be in inverse proportions. In that proportions, if dear students, one quantity is increases, then other is decreases, and one is increases, then other is decreases, and one increases, then other is decreases. So this is the concept of inverse proportions. Here, if y is increases, then dear students x is decreases, and y is decreases, then x is increases. So this is the concept of inverse proportion, and we write in this way: x into y is equal to k with some constant. Take some constant. Okay. So now we take and solve some important questions based on inverse proportions. Let's see. Now let's see some important questions of inverse proportions. Now the question is, there are 100 students. We take a very important question of your NCERT exercise, and the question is, there are 100 students. There are 100 students. There are 100 students in a hostel. Okay. Food provision for them is food provision for them is for 20 days. For 20 days. Okay. How long will their provision last? If 25 more students join the group. Okay, join the group. Question mark. Dear student, this is one of the most important questions of your syllabus. Let's see here. There are 100 students in a hostel. So let's see its solution. What is the process to solve that type of questions? So total student is what? Total student, this is 100. So there are 100 students in a hostel. Food provision for them is for 20 days. And our question is, how long will their provision last if 25 more students join the group? Dear students, if 25 students join the group, then the food provision is the number of days is decreases. So in this way, if the number of students is increases, then the number of days is decreases. So in this way, there are indirect proportions between number of students and days, because of if one is increases, then other is decreases. So this is the inverse relation. So now first of all we prepare our tablet. We prepare our tabulation, and in that tabulation we write in this way: one side, in one column we write the number of, look, in one column we write the number of students here. Suppose that we write number of students, and next one we write number of days. Now according to question, if there are 100 students, then the food provision for the food provision for them is for 20 days. So number of days is 20. Okay. Now how long will be their provision last if 24 students join the group? Dear students, if 24 students join the group, then total number of students is 125. Yes, if 125, there are 125 students, then how many number of days for the provision is last, in food provision last? Let us take the required number of days be as, let us consider the number of days, the required number of days be x. Okay. Now so here there are direct, indirect, inverse. There are inverse proportion between number of students and number of days. Now, so since here inverse proportion between, and hence here there are inverse proportions between number of students and number of days. So what I do, so we do 100 into 20, 100 into 20 is equal to 125 into x, because of there are inverse proportions, and in that proportions we just multiply both the quantities and take equal to each other. So in this way we have 100 into 20 is equal to 125 into x. Now we simplify them. So here from there the value of x is equal to 100 into 20 upon 125. 100 into 20 upon 125. Now we just simplify them. So we get 25 4 the 25, 5 4 the 20. So that is 4 into 4, that is 16. So thus in this way the food provision lasts for 16 days if 25 students join the group. So this is the required solution of the given question. So in this way, dear friends, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. This is a very important question of your syllabus. Now, dear students, we take and solve some other important questions based on these topics. Let's see. Now we take very important questions of your syllabus. And the question is, if a box of sweets is divided among 24 children, 24 children, okay, they will get 5 sweets 5 sweets. They will get 5 sweets each. How many would each get? How many would each get? How many would each get if the number of children, if the number of children, is reduced by 4. Now let's get some. Dear student, this is also a very important questions of your syllabus. So let's see what is the process to solve that type of questions. Let's see. Now look, here a box of sweets is divided among 24 children. They will get 5 sweets each. Okay. How many would each get if number of children is reduced by 4? So dear students, here if the number of children is increases, then he get less sweets. Okay, and the number of children is reduced, then it get more sweets. So in this way there are indirect inverse proportions in number of children and sweets. Okay, so here total children, first of all we write the total children is here. Total children is what? 24. Total children is 24. Okay, and they get 5 sweet each. Now look, so first of all we prepare a chart or tabulation. After that we simplify that question. So first of all, in one column we write the number of children, and in next one number of sweets. So if there are 24 children, then each get 5 sweets. Okay, how many would each get if the number of children is reduced by 4? So if number of children is reduced by 4, then remaining student is what? 20. So if a number of children is 20, then we take as the sweet get by each student. Okay, let the required number of sweet be x. Now here there is what? Direct, indirect, inverse proportion between this and this. So we get as 24 into 5 is equal to 20 into x. So from there x is equal to 24 into 5 upon 20. In this, there is indirect proportional relation, na? So we get as 5 cancel. So the value of x is 6. So each gets 6 sweets. Okay, this is the required solution of the given question. So dear students, in this way you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on inverse proportional. So please dear students, do more and more practices of that type of question. After that you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise. Now we take and solve some important questions based on these topics. Let's see. Now we take some some important questions based on this topic. Let's see. We take a very important questions related to that topic, and the question is: a factory requires a factory requires 42 machines factory required 42 machines to produce a given number to produce a given number of articles in a given number of articles in 63 days. Okay, 63 days. How many machines would be required to produce the same number of articles in articles in 54 days. This is also a very important question of your syllabus. So please, dear students, do more and more practices of that type of questions. After that, we can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise. Now let's see we clear the concept of this question. Look, the question is, dear students, a factory is there, and a factory requires 42 machines to produce a given number of articles in 63 days. Okay, if there are 42 machines are there and produce a given number of articles in 63 days, how many machines would be required to produce the same number of articles in 54 days? Means how many machines would be required to produce the same number of articles in 54 days. So dear students, in that question, if number of machines is increases, then the time taken by that machines is reduced. If number of machines is increases, then the time taken to produce an article is what reduces. Number of time is reduces. If number of article is increases, if number of machine is means if number of machines increases, then number of days is decreases. If number of machines is decreases, then number of days is increases. So in this way, there are inverse proportions between number of machines and number of days. So look, so first of all, we prepare a tabulation. Okay, after we simplify that question. Now look, we prepare a tabulation like that. Look, so one side we write a factory requires number of machines. Okay, number of machines and in next column we write the number of days. Okay. Now, if there are 42 machines and produce a given number of articles in 63 days. 63 days. Okay. And how many machines? Let the required number of machine be x. Would be required to produce the same number of articles in 54 days. In how many? Okay, 54 days. Now, so the question is ki how many machines is produce the same number of articles in 54 days. They let the required number of machine be x. Here there are inverse proportions. There are inverse proportions between number of machines and time in days. Okay, there are inverse proportions, and there are inverse proportions between number of machines and time in days. Means thus we have 42 into 63, we just multiplying them. 42 into 63 is equal to x into 54, x into 54. Now what I do for here, dear students, now from there we find the value of x. Means 42 into 63 upon 54. Now we just simplify them. 6 9s are 1. 6 7s are 42. 9 7s are 63. Now we get 7 into 7, that is 49. Thus in this way the required number of machine be 49. Thus the required number of machine be what? 49. So 49 machines produce the same number of articles in 54 days. Because of if machine is increases now the value of it is what? 49. Now look, if machine is less, then number of days is greater. If number of machines is greater, then number of days is less. So in this way there are inverse proportions between these two things. So in this way, dear students, you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on inverse proportions. So dear students, this is one of the most important questions of your syllabus. Please, dear students, do more and more practices of that type of questions, and after that you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. Now, dear students, we take and solve some important questions based on inverse proportions. That topic. Look. And a question is, if 15 workers can, the question is, if 15 workers can build a wall, in 48 hours, okay, if 15 workers can build a wall in 48 hours, how many workers will be required to do how many workers will be required to do the same work in the same work in 30 hours. Now let's see its solution. Okay, now here look, dear student, the question is if 15 workers can build a wall, okay, if 15 per workers can build a wall in 48 hours, ठीक, how many workers will be required to do the same work in 30 hours? Just if number of workers increases, then the time taken by to build the wall is decreases. If the number of workers is decreases, then the time taken to build the wall is increases. So in this way we can say that between workers and time taken to build the particular wall, the relation between them is inverse proportions. Okay, this means if one is increases, then other is decreases. So let first of all we form a tabulation. So like that, this is first in one side we write the number of one column, we write the number of workers, and in the now we write the time taken, time in hours. Okay, so look, dear friends, if there are 15 workers then time taken to build this wall in 48 hours, then time taken is what? 48 hours. Okay, now how many workers? So let the required workers be, let the number of required workers be x. Okay, so let x workers is required to then do the same work in 30 hours. So there is dear students की inverse relation between these two things. Since there are inverse proportions between number of workers and time in hours. Okay, so we get as 15 into 48 is equal to x into 30. So from there we find the value of x, that is 15 into 48 upon 30. 9. Now look, 5 6 are 5 3 are 6 8 are 3 into 8 is left. So we get 3 8 are 24. So the value of x is what? 24. So in this way we require the 24 workers do the same work in 30 hours. Because of, look here, if number of workers is increases, then number of days is then time is decreases now. So in this way one quantity is increases, then other is decreases. So in this way there are inverse proportion between them. So this is the concept of inverse proportions, dear students. So please do more and more practices of that type of questions. After that you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise. Thus, dear students, in next class, we take and solve some other important question based on indirect and inverse proportions and complete your NCERT exercise. Okay, now thanks to all.